Yes, I am.
Hi there. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I am. Driving up to Manchester with my sister, and I'm going up to Cheetham Hill area. There's an Eid Mellah on, and some of my friends, I'm meeting them there on Bignell Street. Very quickly, I want to speak a little bit about parental alienation syndrome. Parental alienation syndrome is when a child has been alienated from his parent through its guardian, and the effects of that are kind of like latent initially, and then they're kind of like surmised later on. A lot of children have been under the influence of parental alienation syndrome. I mean, the syndrome belongs to the parent or the guardian who's alienating the child from the actual parent, and so sometimes it can even be grandparents that alienate their children from the actual parents. Those are cases that actually happen. So that has an effect on the child because latently or inside itself it feels love and for its parent, but it's not allowed to express it, and eventually that love turns to resentment, and resentment usually ends up being forwarded to the actual parent who's been alienated. So these are things that are really, really important to understand as to why certain children develop these feelings towards parents. It's happened over a period of time, which some people say relates to, it's similar to grooming, because it plays in the child's mind. And a lot of the time you see help groups from children who've been, when they're adults, they realise what's happened to them, and by the time they get to adulthood, they have counselling, or even if they don't have counselling, they understand finally what has happened in their childhood, and they feel this way, that they felt this way about a particular parent. And there are many examples that can be given in relation to this. Many examples, some of which are on the internet. Letters written by 6-year-olds to the parent, i.e. the father, but naming them Phil. Dear Phil, I hate you. I never want to see you again. Please don't come here. By the way, can you send me this for Christmas? And there's a mixture within letters such as that to show there's a clear adult influence in the child, maybe 6 or 5 years old, who hates, who's been made to write these things, but at the same time shows this child is the child element. So it's a real form of cruelty, to be honest with you. No child should be separated from its parent. It's inhumane, and too many people in this country, because of the laws in this country, suffer because of it. Even syndromes, even illnesses like bipolar disorder, or in other words schizophrenia, they are sometimes results of this kind of like strained upbringing, unhappy childhoods, and these are all things scientifically, I think, that need to be looked at. Obviously, from the Islamic point of view, the bond between a father and a child, or a child and its mother, is encouraged. Lying in Islam is not allowed, but if it is for the sake of creating Silatul, which is relationships which are meant to be joined, as the Quran says, if it's for that sake, then to not tell the truth is fine, because you're trying to join something together. Unfortunately, in the society that we live in, that we have today, lies are created to break families up, not join them. And that is something to think about. Salawat ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala